India, the land of diversity. How remarkable this sounds, right? But do we essentially celebrate this diversity, or is it just a spurious wrapper of showcasing? The answer to this question unfolds in the popularity of some festivals over the others.
I'm pretty sure you for 1,000 times must have heard of festivals like Diwali, Eid and Christmas. At least in your grade 4 or 5 social sciences textbooks, remember those chapters called national and religious festivals? Yes. But what about some exceptional festivals like the Kuvagam festival celebrated in Tamil Nadu? Why does it find no place in our textbooks?
Well, so what our textbooks didn't bother much about them. We are here to your aid. Why exactly is such a festival celebrated? Let's dive deep into its history.
During the Kurukshetra war, the Pandavas were asked to sacrifice a life for goddess Kali in order to ensure their victory. This is when Arjuna's son Aravan steps in. He agrees to sacrifice his life. His last wish before death was to get married and experience marital life for once. But who would marry a man who was destined to die the next day? So Lord Krishna takes the form of Mohini and marries Aravan. Following his death, Krishna also performs the funeral rites and fulfills his duties as a widow as well.
What a story, isn't it? No doubt the festival is one of its own kind. Well, you might be wondering what happens on this occasion. During this festival, thousands of devotees, mainly constituting the members of LGBTQ community, gather in the temple to celebrate it. The festivities take place for 18 days, but the main event begins on the 17th day.
On the 17th day, one would find the transgender women adorning bridal attire and recreating the marriage between Mohini and Lord Aravan. This day witnesses several processions and festivities which are followed by the next day of mourning. On the 18th day, the trans women who are now known as Aravanis wear white saris and mourn the death of Lord Aravan.
The festival grabs the attention of several NGOs which work for the empowerment of the community. It allows them to conduct awareness programs and also gives them a space to interact and conduct various competitions, one of which is the very popular one, Miss Kuvagam Beauty Pageant.
But still it finds no mention in our textbook. Of course, it's difficult to cover every single festival. But isn't it wrong to ignore a festival that has the potential to erase stigmas? Isn't it important to discuss festivals like this one to develop compassion towards a minority that was hitherto neglected?
The transgender community in India struggles every day for the most basic rights even today. Let us at least acknowledge and celebrate with them the festivals that celebrates their role. Festivals are an opportunity to forget differences and rejoice. This is our time to start using mythology and religion to make society more inclusive. Let us not miss this opportunity.
Diversity doesn't lie merely in shouting it out aloud, but in celebrating it passionately.
So let us pledge and affirm, India is a land of diversity and we celebrate it passionately.
Have doses of learning and unlearning with our new videos every Thursday. Like, share and subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching this.